Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Yes, I've been knocking these videos out. I hope you guys are excited. Lots of videos coming. So I've been working on amulets and rings and basically, jewelry in general. And this particular one we're going to be talking about today is the Mahim-Oak Curio. The Mahim-Oak Curio is a rather odd amulet that seems to be revolved around the number 10. Whoever made this amulet really liked the number 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And they're all static numbers. I'm surprised they didn't make the level requirement 10. See, using your brain meats there. Now, this particular amulet, I believe, is not as good as it could be because of its level requirement. Not particularly because of its stats, but because I think they made the level a little bit too high. They should have made the level 10. Let's go over this item together and we'll talk about it. So it gives plus 10 defense, which just seems like an arbitrary number. Absolutely silly. 10 defense is absolutely nothing at level 25 and kind of worthless. It gives 10% bonus to attack rating, which is actually pretty good at level 25 or anywhere, because 10% bonus to attack rating is going to give you a fairly nice bonus to your attack rating in general. It also gives you 10% enhanced defense, which I suppose makes up for the fact that they gave it only 10 defense. As you can see, my defense goes from 9,873 to 10,217. So 10% defense is actually pretty nice. We also have plus 10 to all attributes, which means we're going to get 10 strength, which means more damage, ability to wear more equipment. We're going to get 10 dexterity, which means more block chance, more defense. We're going to get 10 vitality, which means more HP, more stamina, and 10 energy, which means we're going to get more mana. It's actually not bad, the 10 to all attributes. We also get plus 10 to all resistances on this amulet. I feel like they were going for something here, and I don't know exactly what they were going for. But it's an interesting amulet that tends to be dwarfed by other amulets around the same level. When you find this particular amulet, there's not a lot of characters that you would prefer this on over others. Granted, the plus 10 to all attributes would be nice to help you equip certain pieces of equipment if you were, say, a low strength character. The 10 to all resistances seems rather lacking for level 25 because you're moving into more dangerous areas, and 10 to all res is not really the greatest. In fact, it just seems like in general, everything that it gives is not enough. And I suppose what they're trying to go for with this is that everything together is enough. But it's kind of like all over the place. Getting a little bit of life, a little bit of strength, a little bit of energy, a little bit of dexterity, a little bit of defense, a little bit of attack rating, a little bit of resistances isn't usually what people are looking for. People are usually looking to try and build into a specific zone. Right? They're looking to make their character tanky, or they're looking to make their character strong, or they're looking to make their character hit really hard, or whatever it is that they're trying to do. And the Mahim-Oak Curio just kind of gives you a smattering of everything. And maybe you don't want a smattering of everything. What could you use this for? I feel like this would be kind of decent on a character where he could multiply the effects. So take, for instance, the stat bonuses. They could be multiplied by a paladin or a barbarian or a druid. The attack rating bonus, the resistances, all of this could be multiplied essentially by these characters. Paladins have Holy Shield to multiply defense, which will be nice to have 10% enhanced. Barbarians have the Shouts, which will enhance their defense and life. All these various things that you get from the Mahim-Oak Curio could be enhanced by these other characters. And the thing that really bugs me is that I can't see using this over something like Eye of Elich, for instance, if I was a melee character, or if I was a character who was specifically revolving around casting, I would probably be looking for a faster cast amulet. I wouldn't necessarily be looking for something like this. In general, I think when people find the Mahim-Oak Curio, they don't really use it. You know, I think that just about sums up how I feel about this amulet. It's not bad. I want to say that the Mahim-Oak Curio is not a bad amulet, but it's also not a good one either. It seems to just be a middle of the road amulet, and at level 25, I feel like it's too high. I really feel like they need to reduce the level requirement of the Mahim-Oak Curio a little bit to make it more useful, especially when you compare it to something like the Eye of Elich, which we threw on the ground back there, but eh. We can always take a look and see what the level is. I'm pretty sure the level of the Eye of Elich was like 15 or something like that. Let me just double check because when we're comparing amulets, we're also comparing against our opponents, right? So yeah, level 15 for the Eye of Elich, which is just kind of silly. This one should have been level 15 too. And I feel like Eye of Elich is kind of the better amulet in these two cases. I'm not going to say that the Mahim-Oak Curio wouldn't be useful. If I found it and I didn't have anything else, I would use it. Especially considering that, it does give a smattering of stats and defensive mechanics and offensive mechanics. But I feel like there are just so many other amulets, even just rare amulets, that you will find as you go along that will be better than this, that you'll replace it before too long. And at level 25, there's a lot of amulets actually that you'll come across before you even get to the Mahim-Oak Curio that you will find instead, and you will probably use. Now, where can you find the Mahim-Oak Curio if you're looking for this particular amulet? The Mahim-Oak Curio does drop fairly commonly, and honestly, you will find it a lot. But we're going to take a look and see exactly where you can find it. And is it the? It's the Mahim-Oak Curio. T-H-E. So going to bosses on silospen.com, we will find that the probability for Mahim-Oak Curio from Andariel in Nightmare is 1 in 447, which seems like rather late to be able to get this particular item. And Diablo in normal difficulty is 1 in 787. We've also got Mephisto in Nightmares, 1 in 1,710. Not a lot of really good chances here. Let's go to normal difficulty, because I feel like this is something that if you are going to use it, you probably want to find it in normal difficulty. So Diablo and Baal and Neelathak in normal difficulty have a chance of dropping this. Let's go to super uniques. And Frozenstein, Pindleskin, Thresh Socket, Snapchit, Chatter, Doc Farron. And then let's take a look at zones. So a lot of the higher level zones in normal difficulty, like Worldstone Keep, Throne of Destruction, Frozen River, Matron's Den, Halls of Vought, things like that. And of course, it's a little bit rarer in those zones, but I think you're probably going to end up finding this from one of the bosses, it looks like. There's really not a lot to say about this particular amulet other than 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. Is it Ben 10? That's a joke. That is a horrible joke. Ben 10. This is Ben 10's amulet. Now, we could talk about the name, the Mahim-Oak Curio. Mahim-Oak Curio is actually a name of something. And if I remember correctly... Oops. I remember it being the name of like a cabinet or something. Kind of like an antique cabinet. Since there's not much else to talk about the Mahim-Oak Curio. Yes, it is actually an antique cabinet. It's kind of like a roundish sort of cabinet. Usually has a big glass door on it and glass on both sides. And usually you put things like little knickknacks or plates or bowls or cups and things in there. I don't exactly know why they named it this. Maybe even they knew it wasn't going to be that good of an amulet and people weren't going to want to use it. But they would want to keep it in a curio cabinet. Haha, I may have found out the secret. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, and keep watching.